What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be taking a look at the newest hero. No, it's not like a Transcendence Baade. I know I might have made it kind of sound like that, but it's just the heroes look so similar. The new hero's name is Azrael, so it's kind of like the god of death. We have a little bit of backstory to this as well, and we have a little quick look at his actual design. We don't have the full quality image files that I normally have. Kind of forgot to kind of get those, so we'll have to do with what we have. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so first up we have this little spoiler here. It does kind of show him in his 5-star and 6-star form. You can see over here his 10-star. It is definitely a shadow hero, right? I mean, it's got to be a shadow hero. We got to kind of decide what we know. The faction. There's no way this is an Abyss. Literally looks like Baade. I even made something up to look at the difference between the two heroes. We have the full kind of image file I was able to kind of cut out versus Baade. If you'll notice, it looks like his hairstyle is like almost identical, right? And he looks like he's got the similar like skull upper jaw right into the chest plate. Like there's no bottom jaw. I just thought it was a kind of cool comparison. It looks a lot like Baade. If Baade were to ever get a Transcendence hero, I feel like this is what he would look like. So let's take a look. We have this guy right here. It kind of has a little bit bigger of an image. Azrael is the name, the god of death. We have a little bit of backstory to him as well. He's basically a god of death, kind of like Tara is the god of earth and Eos is the god of the sun. He represents death, decay. It says death, decay, and decay. Yeah, okay. He uses his own abilities to maintain the balance between life and death, for which he would not hesitate to sink his throne into the sea's bottom to become crowned king of the underworld. A little confusing, but in this setting, Azrael's main body takes the material of its bone and binds the bones to the energy of ghosts. So that's kind of like his chest plate here. Like we can kind of just zoom in on him over here. It's like his chest plate is like built of souls, it looks like. Incorporates the elements of death into his image and make people grow. Interesting. So I guess that's what all these things are. They're like all the spirits trying to like come out of him essentially, which I mean, it looks decent. I'm not too mad at it. We do have some design ideas for him as well for backstory. Since Azrael's position is death, his image must be looking evil. So we combine the elements of skeletons and spirits to create to create this image. He's covered with all kinds of sharp objects, which make him even scarier to look at and feel more aggressive and terrifying. Secondly, in order to show his king status, the top of his head should be a crown. But he is different from a traditional king. The hand that crowned him designated him with blade-like crowns growing from his head. So I guess that's what these guys are right here. It kind of does resemble a crown, but they're not like, it's not a crown. It's actually from him. It's almost like they're horns in the shape of a crown, and they look like blades. So interesting. In the weapon design, in order to fit the professional characteristics of an assassin, so it says right here he should be an assassin, so long as this is not like a translation issue or something. They designed the sword for him that can be folded to the arm as a weapon, lightweight and easy to operate, and can kill out of nowhere. So I guess, so this is his arm right here. It's almost like he uses fist weapons, you know, in other games where they have fist weapons, except the blade like can retract back to his forearm, because it looks like this is the blade they're talking about, or he can use it like on the back side of his arm. You can see the other arm has a blade as well, so kind of a cool idea. And yeah, I guess we are getting an assassin undead hero, because right there, it's something I didn't even notice the first couple times reading all this through, and there's absolutely no information or indication in the English Facebook post, because it says living in the same era as the god of earth Tara and the god of sun Eos, Azrael, the god of death, takes away lives who dare to challenge his sovereignty in the land of the dead. So interesting. Very, very interesting. I do want to point out something, so let's jump into the game and talk about something else. So one thing to note, because it's been a while since we've actually had a shadow assassin, the last one was Ithaca, we were pretty much due for either an assassin or a priest. Obviously, he wasn't going to be a priest with all his blades. I thought it was between assassin and warrior, but we did just have Ankirimaru, and there is something to talk about. Because he is the next hero coming out, he will also be the next Transcendence hero. That means this is going to be only the second assassin hero since we even started this. You notice Swordflash She is the only one that's ever been it, and she was by far the most overpowered. Mainly due to her synergies working with Drake and the way assassins work, attacking the lowest target HP, and of course Drake having that ability for defense down, targeting the enemy with the lowest HP. So what does that mean? Could we see another overpowered, devastating single target damage dealer? Because as good as AoE damage dealers are, like Eos and such, they don't really shine as much in certain game modes where you want to like take down one target at a time, pick them apart, and get a victory. We've had what, one range? How many rangers have we had? I think only one ranger is. Oh no, Freya was a ranger. That's a weird one. But warriors, we've had like 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Assassin, we've only had 1. Mage, we have 2, 3. 3 mages. And then lastly, we have what? 1 priest? My guess then, leading forward, is that we might actually see a priest in the Abyss faction, because if we're getting an assassin, that brings us up to 2 assassins. That brings us up to 2 or 3 of every other class except for priest. This also means that the next hero in another 2 months essentially is going to be an Abyss hero. That is going to fully complete the like 1-year cycle, I believe, because we've had Dark, Forest, Fortress, Light, then we're gonna have Shadow, and then we're gonna have Abyss. So that's gonna be all 6 of them, the newest ones. So we had the 6 of the old heroes, 6 of the newest heroes. Don't really know what's gonna come after that. But what's interesting is I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get a priest. I don't know why. What are we looking at? Assassin, Ranger, Warrior, Mage, Priest. Assassin, Ranger, Warrior, Priest, Mage. So really they could go any direction with this, because we have like a pretty much equal amount of newer heroes. We've had all 5 of the classes, right? So in reality they could, because they don't like stick to a certain pattern. Once they do like 1 of every, they can start again with anything they want. Honestly, I'm thinking we get another priest coming up in Abyss in 2 months time, which means in 3 months time, that means we're gonna have our last of this batch of Transcendence heroes. And like I said, we only have 1 priest so far. I wonder if we get another one and it's going to be the Abyss faction. That's something to really consider, because now we know the final schedule for the next 4 months. So let me know what you guys think. He looks awesome. He looks like Baade version 2.0, which is just pretty insane. He looks nuts. Chances are probably not that great of a hero. The only hero, or I should say heroes, that have been decent from the Transcendence hero list are like regular Freya was like okay. I mean, one thing, Holmes Young, like the regular Holmes Young, I still think is better than like Star Alchemist Holmes Young. Regular Eos was okay. They could both clear seal lands up to 20 and such, so they weren't bad. But let me know what you guys think. Are you going to build this hero? I know there's a lot of Shadow factions fans out there, so let me know what you guys think. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.